Welcome to Intuitive Wisdom Tarot. I'm Jen, and I'm so glad you're here. Today we're tuning into the energy of the new moon in Pisces for the collective. This is all signs. This is a moon of intuition, surrender, healing, and fresh spiritual beginnings. Pisces reminds us that not everything needs to be figured out in the mind. Sometimes the soul already knows. As we begin, take a breath and ask yourself, what am I ready to release? And what am I ready to trust? Take what resonates, leave the rest, and let's see what messages the cards have for you. If this reading speaks to you, please tap like, consider subscribing, and share in the comments what you're calling in under this Pisces new moon. Let's get started. We're going to go ahead and start with a Moonology Oracle card to get a general energy for this new moon in Pisces. For the collective, let's see what energy is coming through. Thank you. And we are getting, for the collective, a new romantic cycle begins. This is new moon in Libra. All right, so a new cycle. And I'm getting really like in relationships. Something that you are going to be developing a relationship with. Planting seeds. This is a new moon, which we are in a new moon right now. Let's see what message is coming through for the new moon in Libra. Here we go. A new romantic cycle begins. Give and take could well be the answer to whatever dilemma you're asking about. Compromise may be called for. It's time to start negotiating or even renegotiating. When the new moon in Libra comes up, there's a restart for you and for someone else. A new relationship could be beginning, and if that's the case, the chances are this will be a healthy and well-balanced connection. In anything you do after pulling this card, doing it in pairs is advised, such as teaming up with someone in business or in your personal life. Libra is the sign of relating, and this card suggests that whoever is at the heart of this issue you're addressing is someone who will be open to talking things through. Avoid being selfish. It won't get you anywhere at this time. Attune to the moon. Reach out to someone and let them know you care. Additional meanings for this card, place them where they resonate. Feel more, think less. Marriage or engagement is on the cards. A legal matter will go your way. Pay some attention to your appearance, but don't be all about appearances. All right, so yes, a new cycle is beginning in really connecting, right? If this is an existing relationship, right, there could be a conversation that needs to be had where you're negotiating and maybe renegotiating. There could be things that you're letting go. And again, reach out. Do something that shows the other that you care. And again, this is like you putting out that energy is also you receiving that energy back too. There's a whole balance, like I see the scales, and it's again that reciprocity. So that's really what is being asked for during this new moon. Maybe planting seeds of reciprocity, of planting seeds to see what is it that you want to start that new cycle. All right. Collective, we're going to jump into tarot. Let's see what is coming through. All right, so we have a card that jumped out. I'm going to set that here. Let's see what is coming through, and we'll see how that fits in. That is the Three of Cups. All right, so what do we have for the collective? Thank you. Our first card out is the Two of Wands. This is the energy you are embodying or needing to embody during this new moon cycle. We have Death, which is the energy that you are needing to co-create or the seeds that you need to plant during this new moon. we have the Page of Wands. This is the energy that you are needing to lean into during this cycle. And advice from Spirit is the Three of Swords. All right, so collective, there is some healing, right? There is some releasing of the old, an old cycle, because here we go, a new romantic cycle is coming through. Something is coming through. Now, on the bottom of the deck, we have the Queen of Pentacles. This is the energy underneath it all. And this is an energy of stability, of nourishing, of care, taking care. There's a big family vibe. The Queen of Pentacles loves her family, loves nature, loves, she is really putting in the energy and effort and the care into her environment, into her kingdom, into the people around. So that is really an energy that I feel you collective. You're really focusing on your family. So there is a very deep connection with, again, this new romantic cycle beginning. It very well could be that you are now empty nesters, or kind of empty nesters, you and your romantic partner. And this new cycle is starting because you're in a different, you're in a different level of your relationship, right? Maybe you've been married for several years and you have grown your children and they are starting to leave that nest. And so now it's time for you to really nourish and build in this energy of empty nesters, right? Taking care of your environment, rebuilding what that connection looks like. Because again, when we're parents, like, we have a relationship with our significant other or who we're parenting with based on us being parents, right? And when we have done our job and they have left or are leaving or are, again, adults, there's a different energy that you put in. Like, you have these resources, right? You have grounded. A lot of us who are in that energy, we have homes that we're getting ready to pay off, you know, we have things. So there's other things that we are looking for and we're starting to focus on. And that's what this energy is really saying. Underneath it all, there's a new focus, a new energy, a new way that you are building yourselves as a couple, right? And this could very well be, if this is a business partner, this doesn't have to do with romantic. It could be somebody coming in new, right? And there's going to be a very grounded soul level, which is great. But it could be a business partner too, where you are building a business from ground up. But there's stability, there's resources, there's this, you're building this environment that is going to really build that stability, right? That nourishment of that environment. Now, the energy that you are needing to embody as you move in through this new moon is the Two of Wands. This is a decision, right? This is making a choice. Am I going through with what has already been done, right? The safe route, or am I making a different decision? Am I choosing something where I'm taking a risk? And when we take risks, there's a different energy that comes through with that, right? Again, I'm getting back that energy of, this was our parent vibe, right? This is what we did when we built the stability we needed for our family, right? And we stayed home. I mean, everything was all about the family. But now, do we take a risk? Now that our house is paid off, do we take that and run it out and then we go in our RV, right? Do we buy a condo and start paying that off and rent out our other house, right? Do we buy a summer home? What do we do? Like, there is this energy that this new cycle, this relationship begins, and it's you deciding on this next level, right? This next beginning. How am I going to nourish and build this connection? Do I take a risk? And I really am feeling, like I said, this space of you being where you have raised your kids, right? You have done what you needed to do. I'm almost to the point of retirement, and now I'm going to be doing something different. Do I stick with that? Do I do something completely different? And this is, again, a choice. And I'm feeling like there could be maybe 2 years that you are in the process of thinking, what am I going to do in this 2 years? Like, it's 2 years out. But you're really starting to think about what step and what choice, like, what's my plan? What do I want to continue planning? And again, this is all bringing in this energy of, I'm excited because there's this newness coming through, right? This new cycle. How am I building that? What am I going to do, right? And this could very well be a commitment to you and your higher self. If there is nobody, like there's not a person on the other side, it's fine. It could be you and your higher self. What is it that you are committing to and that you are going to nourish, right? And build and, again, open up. Now, what you are needing to co-create and what seeds to plant is it's this new cycle, right? Death, this is a major arcana, okay? So this is a big theme in your life. A big part of you has ended, a big cycle, right? This very well could be a new cycle is starting because you're a new person. You have gone through and done some work. What you have been, this old part of you, right? You have worked through and you have let go, and it's now time to start this new part of you, this new identity, and you're working through that, meaning, hey, this was the old self, this is who I was, and then these situations and all this stuff came through. I'm no longer that person, right? I've grown through the experiences. I've grown through my decisions, through the healing work that I've done. My old self that has been there for me has done what it's need to do, and it's time for me to lay that to rest and do that in a beautiful way. Do that in a way that honors and reflects what you have gone through. And that's what you're meant to do, co-create that. And then again, what's that next step? Am I taking a risk? Can I? Yes, I can, because I'm in a different space. I think about that with my marriage, like my relation. We've been married for a long time, but there's this energy of, if we want to go out on a date, we go out on a date. Like when you're first dating, and you're in your career, right? You're just starting out, like, there's sacrifices and little things that you do. But if it's like, hey, we really want to go out and splurge, we want to go to a fancy restaurant, we definitely can, because we have built up some things. That's kind of what I'm feeling here. Like this next step, like you're a different person, you're a different mindset, you're a different, what is it now that you want to build? Because you've experienced, you have grown, you have done and put in efforts and works that you have needed to do. So that is what you're co-creating right now, right? You're ending well. And it's interesting, I keep taking a look at this Three of Cups, right? There is a celebration. You have truly connected with a soul tribe. This could be your family. This could be in your business, in your work, right? This could be you, again, with friends, but you have connected with a group. And there's a big celebration coming through because, again, you are not the same person that you were before. You have transformed. You have gone through this transformation. So again, you've grown. Like, you were a child, you've now moved into a teenager, you then moved into a young adult, you then have now moved into more mature. I don't want to say you're moving, I don't know what it is, but I don't want to say geriatric because you're not there yet. But you have moved into this space that, again, you have created just by experiencing and growing. And it feels really good. And that's what you're doing. Co-create this new beginning, right? This new cycle. Think, like, plan, like, take risks. I want to take on the world. I want to go experience. You've developed and you have just really created such a beautiful environment and such a grounded space that you can go out, and it's almost like when you graduate high school, a lot, like, some people want to go and do backpacking trips, right? You didn't do that because you delved into your career, building your family, doing all that stuff. You have now created that experience where you get to now go do that backpacking, but you're going to do it a little more luxurious because that's where you're at in your life. You can, right? You get to go and experience. And I'm feeling just this vibe. I want to go travel. I want to go experience. I want to go and create this next part of me where I can be. And I'm just saying, this is what you're leaning into, right? The Page of Wands. I want an adventure. I'm embodying this young energy, but I am in a very grounded, stable queen, right? Whether you're masculine or feminine, you're just in this mature energy, but you are shifting into, I can embody this, but I have a wisdom and just a beauty behind it, right? And that's the energy you are needing to lean into. Plan a journey, plan, and I say a journey, plan a vacation, but know that the journey of getting there and getting back is all part of the adventure as well. And then that planning of it, maybe you are planning a big vacation for you and your romantic partner. Again, maybe you've met somebody where you both have been through experiences and it has matured you. You have a very stable career and a very stable environment, and that other person has a very, very stable career and a very stable environment. And now you are building this new thing where you just get to be adventurous and you get to be young and have fun and feel that energy, that creativeness. But there's just a maturity, like a worldly energy that you have just because of your lifestyle, what you've done. And that is the energy you need to lean into. Lean into that. Have fun. Laugh. Go explore. Go experience. Now, advice from Spirit is forgiveness, right? I was tapping into an old cycle, right? Whether it's an old cycle with an existing relationship, a brand new cycle, maybe it's but there's something that was brought up Again, I'm really thinking with that with the full moon eclipse, there was something that was brought up, and you are to forgive and heal. Like, let the water works go. Heal it. This is something that's from the past, right? Maybe a mindset, maybe you saying things to yourself or others, or maybe an old relationship that you just had a real tough time overcoming some of the things that were said and done within that cycle. Maybe you and your partner were fighting and it was over stuff. This is the time where we're at right now, okay? We're ending our Pisces season. That is the end of the astrological year. We are moving into Aries. We are in 2026. We are year 1. So we're starting just a brand new cycle in a lot of things. What this is saying is heal, right? Forgive yourself, forgive others, write it out, heal it, release it, acknowledge it, all of that, so that it doesn't get brought into this next cycle. Tap into some water. Maybe I'm getting like a deprivation tank. I'm getting just floating in a pool. And you know how, like, when your ears go under the water and you just hear the water? That's what I'm hearing, where you're in your own thoughts, your own mind. And this could very well be a meditation. Maybe you are in yoga and you're taking a meditation retreat where you're in your final savasana, and you're letting water really let go of and heal some of these things. But that is what is being advised. Do practices that help you to finally release this last part, right? You are not the same person that you were then, and you're supposed to be doing new and different things. Heal those heals, heal the words, heal the experiences, forgive yourself, forgive others. And it doesn't mean I'm forgetting and I have to be best friends. If this is an old relationship or an old cycle, you are releasing that part because it's not needing to come to that next cycle, right? You're starting over, and there's just this really awesome energy of, I want bigger, better, bold. This will hold you back if you do not release it, right? So do those things that you need to release the pain and the hurts of the old cycle, so that you can plan what you need to plan. Be adventurous. Go take on the world. Have fun. Date. That's what I'm feeling right now. Date, experience, celebrate. Because you are the one that has created this environment where you can. You are the one that has experienced what you have experienced. You are the one that's going to be healing what you need to heal, so that you can totally take on the world and have fun. All right, collective, we are going to pull an inspiration card. Let's see what kind of inspiration you are needing to lean into during this new moon. Train your memory. By training your memory, you'll be able to return to early childhood recollections of love, peace, and joy, and back even further to your origination. You might discover that you have more access to your past and your spiritual beginnings than you would have believed. All right, so what I'm getting here is this old, there's a conditioning, right? There's something that came from your childhood that is in the way of you really building this brand new cycle, and really being able to do it in a way where you are, again, taking on the world. This is that time. Bring it up, right? Bring it up. Train your memory. Close those eyes and allow spirit to bring it up for you, so that you can acknowledge it. You can heal it. You can say, that was then, this is now. Thank you for being a part of me, right? Thank you for doing what you needed to do to keep me safe, but I'm ready to release. All right, collective, that's what I have for you during this new moon in Pisces. Please consider subscribing, and again, let me know if there's any feel-good vibes I can send your way. And until we meet again, with much love and appreciation, be well. Bye-bye.